Dharma Masters and Lotus Friends. Namo Amitabha. The teaching we'll focus on tonight will show us why it is possible to be joyful as we dare to self-analyze. Often as a bitter pill to swallow, the good news is not all hope is lost. Instead, all hope is found. This is Reflections in the Dharma Mirror, Seeing Our True Nature by Master Huijing. The Infinite Life Sutra teaches that anyone who truly accepts Amitabha Buddha's deliverance must cultivate two key qualities: humility and reverence. Why humility? Because we are ignorant and weak. Our acts are shameful, yet we are powerless to change on our own. Why reverence? Because Amitabha Buddha, the king of all Buddhas, is the only one who has the power to save us. Those who approach the Dharma with humility and reverence find themselves filled with profound joy. Why? By karmic justice, we should have descended into great suffering, bound by the consequences of our past deeds. The judgment we deserve is harsh and inescapable, yet, through Amitabha's great vows and compassion, we are spared and lifted into the very same infinite life that the Buddha himself enjoys. Better still, he guides us on the path to Buddhahood so that we, too, may guide and liberate others. When we truly grasp this, how can we not rejoice from the depths of our hearts? To be truly humble means to recognize deep down that we are deluded and sinful beings, trapped in the endless cycles of birth and death since time immemorial, unable to escape on our own. There's no need to pretend. We already are what we are. The world often defines humility as the virtue of declining high status or honors, but such honors or moral heights are beyond our grasp. We have every reason to embrace humility sincerely. To briefly stop with this last statement, we are shown that sincere humility is possible for us upon realizing and accepting that we are not currently capable of good deeds. As opposed to the worldly idea of humility, which is often to avoid showing off our success or being modest about our own accomplishments. The talk goes on to say, to revere Amitabha Buddha is to truly believe that he has fulfilled all 48 vows and thus has the power to save all sentient beings in every direction. If we entrust ourselves to him without doubt or hesitation, relying on the power of his vows, our rebirth in the Pure Land is assured, right here and now. Whether we are monastics or laypersons, we should let humility and reverence guide us on our path. When we hear of Amitabha Buddha's virtues or his extraordinary responses, accept them with faith and respect. In this way, we open ourselves to blessings and avoid the grave error of slandering the Dharma. If we ever find ourselves feeling left out or unwelcome in a group, we should not rush to criticize or blame others. Instead, we should turn inward and reflect. Other people are like mirrors, reflecting our true selves. It's not the mirror's fault if we dislike what we see. It's simply reflecting our true selves. That's why honest self-examination is so important. For myself, when hearing this last part about self-examination, it showed me that this will help us cultivate humility. When we encounter others that are difficult for us to tolerate and calculate ways they should improve, we fail to see our own reflections within them. Try to keep a positive mindset in all things. No matter what happens, look for the good, and you will find that good things follow. If you let yourself fall into negativity, even the best situations can turn sour. True practitioners never complain about fate or blame others for their troubles. You'll never hear them say, "So-and-so treated me unfairly." In reality, there is no such thing as fairness. Everything that happens is simply the unfolding of karma from past lives. We receive only what is right for us. As a wise ancient saying goes, be happy when people offer us good advice to improve ourselves, and be grateful when people point out our faults. The Buddha Dharma is like a mirror. It reveals our true selves. If we turn away from it, we may believe ourselves to be virtuous, becoming arrogant. But when we face the Dharma mirror honestly, we see just how deep our delusions and faults go, which brings a profound sense of shame. Yet, even though our transgressions may seem bottomless, Amitabha's power is just as boundless. Recognizing this fills us with remorse, joy, and gratitude. And the name, Namo Amitofo, Namo Amitofo, naturally flows from our lips. No matter how deep our offenses, Amitabha's merit and virtue are deeper still. Understanding this brings a sense of peace and clarity. Human nature, our own and others, can be base and shameless. Once we see that we're really no different from anyone else, kindness and compassion arise naturally. The more deeply we see our own flaws, the more humble and gentle our hearts become, and the less inclined we are to judge or criticize others. When we understand that Amitabha accepts and loves us unconditionally, we find ourselves able to forgive and care for others in the same spirit. The more we recognize our own weakness and trust in Amitabha's power and compassion, the more naturally virtues arise. Virtues that help make the world a better place. So this last part of the teaching complements, again, our cultivation of humility and shame by naturally cultivating the sense of reverence that is also emphasized. I saw from this that when we begin to realize the depth of our own ignorance, we are open to learn about the even deeper kindness and love of Amitabha Buddha. This way, we have that kindness to imitate and share with others once received. Namo Amitofo.